Hi everyone, it's Mark again. It's now August 11th. Used to be we had a family reunion first weekend of August, and that kind of went away. Not too many aunts and uncles left, and we're all dispersed throughout the U.S., so it's tough to meet down in Southern Illinois anymore. I just want to let everybody know that I'm doing great. I've already signed up for classes, and shouldn't take me long to get transferred over to San Jose State and get that degree in nutrition and work on toward a regular clinic. Okay, so I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to show you my progress. It's pretty impressive. And then I'm going to talk about breakfast this morning. I've tweaked on my different things. So I'll just stop here. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how much I weigh. So first of all, I got to start it up. See, it's 0. Step on it. You got to kind of stand still, and I'm kind of leaning over trying to get a picture of this, and it's not locking up yet. Ah, what dead. Try one more time. Better if you're standing up and doing this, but I was trying to keep it from glaring and trying to get you. Okay. Try this one more time. I just weighed myself a couple minutes ago, and then I walked to the bathroom and came back, and it's not measuring the same as what it was before. Well, I don't know what it is. So, it's telling me I'm at 204, and just a second ago it said 203. Well, I didn't eat anything. Let me try. Well, I'm not trusting the scale anymore. Just one last time. Okay, 0. Step on it. Don't move. No, it's still 204. So right now I'm at 204. I've done this technique. I'm going to make poached eggs. So what I did was I got my pot boiling, turned it up on high, and then over here I put a cup of water in my little bowl instead of having 2 cups, filling halfway. Set for three minutes, and let that warm up. This is whistling now, so I'm gonna stop it. Take it off that, put it over here. So that water is boiling. Then you take a pint jar. That's a wide mouth pint jar, and just fill it halfway with the water like this. Well, that's a little bit more than halfway, I think. You can always pour out a little bit. Let's just pour out a little bit. That's extra hot water. It's getting cool now because I'm leaving it out. Eggs. Get the egg out. I'm going to pause it right here. Okay, I actually put the water back on, the tea kettle back on, and it's hot. And I've got 25 seconds to go. But today I'm going to make my, I've got sprouts I'm going to put in my mix. These are easy to grow. It's only like 3 days to get to that point. I got this a 5-part organic mix. So it's got alfalfa, radish, mung bean, lentil, broccoli. Very nutritious. And I've got another growth of, I've already done one growth of lentils. So we're going to take that and add that to the mix today. So there we go, 3 minutes. I'm going to take my boiling water over here. And this has, this already has half a shot of, see, that's about halfway. Half a shot of vinegar in it. So we pour this in, so that's super hot. Okay, and I took the egg and took it out, and I got this little cup, plastic, I don't know what you call it. I got a bunch of them from the Smart and Final store. They're cheap. I forgot how much they cost, but should be able to get them over Amazon. I'll see if I can find a link. We stir that up. I mean, so you can see it's cooking the outside, and then we're just going to put it back in. And remember, it's super hot in the bottom, but if you just pick it up at the top, it's not going to burn your fingers. So 1 more minute, 1 minute, and then I'm going to put this on hold. Okay, I've already taken out the egg, and this time, because of this method, it's more congealed, and the yolk is still running inside, and I'll show you that after I put this stuff together. But once again, I'm going to put 2 of the bouillon spoons, heaping bouillon spoons, or maybe 3, of flaxseed, and then 1 level teaspoon or bouillon spoon of chia seed, ground. They're all ground, organic, and I got this from Walmart. And I'll add in the mustard, the prepared mustard that I get by the gallon, the stuff, yellow mustard, and the ground pepper, and the dash of turmeric. So I'm going to put this on hold and whip that up. I've got cold press rapeseed, which is canola oil from a source through Amazon in Canada. David's Condiments, and I'm going to add that this time instead of the olive oil. So just hang on just a minute. Okay, everybody, I'm back again. So I'm actually keeping the canola oil, the cold pressed canola oil, in the refrigerator because it oxidizes so quickly. I want to keep it at a cooler temperature. It's cold pressed and it's not processed the same as regular canola oil. The processing process, they go through a lengthy process, and I've seen enough videos. I went with cold press. But this has a large amount of omega-3s when you look at the canola oil. If it's organic, then it comes from Canada, and the label claims it's organic. And I also added in something new. I'm trying just to cut way down on my food intake and cut the calories way down, because of those last 4 pounds it seemed like impossible, and I got to see the doctor in 9 days. So we're going to try to quickly burn off that last amount of fat. And I've been walking quite a bit. I've gone over, signed up for classes and everything. So this I've gotten 2 for 1 at my local Safeway. It's called Adults Over 50, and they've got a few extra percentages, like D1's way high. They got vitamin K, but vitamin K comes from my green smoothie, so I'm not worried about these percentages, and I get a lot of calcium from my green smoothie. So I see that the B12 is 400%, but I cut the I cut the pill in half, so I'm getting like 200% of the RDA. And you shouldn't really overdo vitamins because some of them are very unhealthy. And really, vitamin B12, all you're doing is it just goes out in your urine. See, magnesium's really high, so I'm getting like 50% of what they're saying on here. So this is for mature, but I cut it in half because I'm gonna put in these sprouts. So I put this in, mixed it up. I'm gonna put half of the sprouts in, and then put the poached eggs. See how well that turned out? And the yolk is still nice inside. So let me pause it right now and get that going. And then I'm going to talk about bulletproof coffee. Okay, so there's my egg on top. I mixed up the sprouts inside. And then I'll show you. I'll just cut the yolk right now and show you that it runs. I won't eat it right now. See how that ran out? It's nice and okay. It's not hard. And that's the way the poached egg should be. Now I brewed up a small pot of coffee here. I don't go for big pots anymore. And I just take fresh beans. I'll put them in the microwave for 30 seconds in the cup. I'll just put like half the container full for the grinder into a cup here and then microwave it for 30 seconds. And it makes it really black. This is extra black coffee. Fresh. Try to get them fresh. I mean, the beans really, after you open up the package, they don't last all that long. And I don't drink that much coffee, but these have been around for a little bit. Okay, the last thing I put in to have bulletproof coffee. Some people use butter. Oh, drop the slot spoon. I gotta get that slot spoon. I'm afraid one day some rat will bite me on. The girlfriend busted up my mop and everything, so I gotta get a new mop from down at Smart and Final. So the last thing I put in is coconut oil. This is controversial. It's called medium chain triglyceride, and the body will break it down in the liver using you got your pancreas and the bile, and it breaks it down and splits it up, and it's not supposed to be bad for you. From everything I read, it's not an unhealthy thing to have this triglyceride, this medium chain triglyceride. So 1 teaspoon, 1 bouillon, I call it teaspoon, 1 bouillon spoon, and I'm going to put that in the top, and it's going to melt right down because that coffee is still hot. And that's bulletproof. I'm going to add in my citroma and my 1 drop of iodine that I get from sprouts, the iodine from kelp, and that'll be my RDA of iodine because I was once put on Synthroid because of thyroid problems, and I was able to get off by adding in iodine to my diet. And it's because I cut back on salt way back in the 80s. Nurse said that I was taking in too much salt because I was really eating all those hamburgers. I just love hamburgers. I can't help it, but now I can't eat them at all. So, it's like yesterday, I went to Costco, $1.50 for a hot dog at Costco. I get gas there almost every day. I'm sorry, I got a mess going in the sink. I got to wash up, but I usually do that before I shower up, before I go to work. Girlfriend's not around anymore. So I got my bulletproof coffee, and I'm going to put in a little bit of stevia too, because I like mine a little bit sweet, and the stevia is great. I'm going to show you my stevia plant. I'm doing separate playlists on the stevia. So let me put this on hold and show you my stevia plant. Okay, well the light's out, but let me turn on a light. Okay, I've resumed it. See, the stevia plant's already poked his head over outside of the hydroponics unit. And once this gets big enough, I'm going to take clippings and clone them off and give them to people around the apartment complex, like my landlord. The leaf itself is 30 times sweeter. If you have a spoonful of sugar, it's 30 times sweeter than that. And then I'll make up a blend, and I'll talk about that after I harvest the leaves and dry them out. So that's going to be a few weeks in the future. It's just poking over the aeroponics because I put an air pump on that one. So that's all I got for today. Let me pause it here and turn the thing around. Okay, I'm pretty impressed about the progress myself, but for the last 4 pounds, it's been fairly difficult. I've got up the metabolism and cut down on the calorie intake, but I get hungry, and I'm not going to starve myself, and I'm going to make sure that I have nutritious meals. I'm primarily, it's funny, but I met this registered dietitian. I picked her up over in Woodside, and her husband actually did this study. I had sent, he does nutritional studies at Stanford, and I sent this study that was published in the Journal of American Medicine Association, the JAMA, for peer review. He published that last March, and I sent it over to my doctor. And he is stuck with, I'm going to write you a prescription, and you got to get your weight down, and I don't care how you do it, but you got to get it done. And he's never had anybody that's come back to him with a success, and I'm going to be the first. And he said he put this picture on the wall. I'm going to hold him to that. So I got 4 pounds to go. The military in me says get her done. As you can see, this is a very low calorie breakfast. It's very nutritious. Gotta make sure I get the salts. I forgot to talk about. I put the salts in my little salt mixture, my low sodium plus the we got the Himalayan salt that I gotta put in. So I know this video. I'm not a doctor yet. I'm going to school. I'm gonna get the RD, and I was going to try to keep it on the down low, but I've already signed up for classes this fall. It's gonna get done. As you can see, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to get practice set up and have a clinic, and try to have a drive-through window in a cafe with drive-through. Get your morning protein shake, and then in the afternoons have the green smoothies, and try to get that as a trend maybe. Okay, so let's see what happens. 9 days. So I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this is helpful to people out there. This is not a ketogenic diet. This is a nutritional fast. We're fasting. People have done it for thousands of years. Hey, Jesus went out in the desert. I went out in the desert, but I didn't fast. So I'm fasting now. We're going to lose the weight, get off the medication, and I'm going to be much healthier and live longer. We'll talk about Okinawa sometime in the future. That's it for today. Thank you very much.